Hi there, we have one more problem here in geometric sequences and series, and what we want to do here is take this decimal, we've given you two different examples, and convert it into a fraction in the lowest common form. If we want to look at this first one here, what does this mean? It's a bar on top. 0.5 with a bar on top means 0.5555 continuing onward, which if we wanted to write it this way, it would be 0.5 plus 0.05, that's the second term, plus 0.005, that's the third term, like that, plus ... So this would be an infinite geometric series added up to give us 0.5 repeat. So what can we learn about this geometric series here? Well, first of all, the first term is T1 is equal to 0.5, and then the common ratio is, what do you multiply each of these? It's 0.1, 1/10, or 0.1. I'm just going to go point there just to make it a little simpler to write out. To add these all up, we'll want to use the equation for an infinite sum. Here's an infinite sum is equal to the first term, or A, 1/1 minus R. This is the same equation as you have for a finite sum, only here you'd have 1 minus R to the n, which just becomes 1 if R to the n goes to 0. Here we have this equation here. Let's put in the things that we have. T1 is 0.5 times 1/1 minus 0.1. Down here, this becomes 1 minus 0.1. That's the same as 0.9. 0.9. Now we can put this under here, and we don't need all of this. Now just move the decimal over on each of them. 5/9. Move the decimal over, and you have your answer. So this here, 0.5 repeat, is the same as 5/9. Give me some space here. I'll write that down for the first one here. So the answer here for this first one would be 5/9. You probably knew that anyway, but this is actually a way that we calculated it. Now let's look at the second one, a little bit more complicated. What we have here is we have 1 plus this term here, which is repeated. 1 plus 0.2 plus 0.02 plus 0.002 plus ... Now this term is extra, so let's leave that aside for now and just deal with this part here. Just like we had before, we have an infinite series, an infinite sum of numbers that are going to be geometric, and the first term, the T1, is 0.2. The common ratio again is 1/10, or 0.1. And let's write our formula up here. The infinite sum is going to be equal to the first term, or A, 1 minus R, like that. Now let's plug in these values here. We're just dealing with this part of the equation for now. T1 is 0.2. That's this here, times 1/1 minus 0.1. 0.1. 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. Shift that underneath here, 0.9. Erase this. Shift the decimal over on both of them, and I have 2/9. So this part over here is 2/9. But what about this over here? We have to add a 1 to that. Well, 1 is 9/9. So 9/9 plus 2/9 gives me, for this one, 11/9. There you go. I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.